Hello, Dean from Holistic Health Concepts. Today I'm going to take you through one of our small programs. The benefits of these programs is that you can take it with you anywhere. So whether you're going into the corporate office environment or if you want to take it with you on a walk. So the idea of this is just to keep the program very, very small. The exercises are going to be simplified so that we can get the most benefits from utilizing full body movements. So the first exercise we're going to look is part of our mobilizing exercises. First exercise we're going to look for is a rotational reach. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by just planting the feet just over hip width apart, staying nice and soft in the knees, and then we're going to start with a reach. So we're going to follow the hand, starting with the left hand, we're following around the left hand, and then we're alternating to the right. So as we start to reach around, we allow the hips to turn with us and allow natural movement. So not to force anything, just to make sure that we're following the hands with the eyes, so with our rotation. Great. So what that exercise does is help us to mobilize specifically the spine, and it helps to bring the spine in line. Also as well, looks at the possibility of any specific tight areas. If anything that shows up really, really tight, then we can put in some specific stretches to loosen that area. The next mobility exercise is with our hands up here, and we're going to reach behind us. Same again, these are our posterior reaches. We're going to follow the hands as we reach behind us. Following the hands as we reach behind. Great, so what we've looked at is two rotational reaches to help mobilizing the spine. Now we're going to look at mobilizing the hips from side to side. So we're going to take the hands up, straight up, and we're going to utilize a bilateral side reach. So we're reaching down to our side. What we've got to make sure here is that our hips are moving out to the side. So we're allowing our hips to move from side to side. As we start to warm up further, we can increase that movement a little bit further. Warming up from side to side. Great, so that's our transverse, so our rotation, then our side to side, which is called the frontal plane movement, and now we're going to look at front to back. So our front to back, what we're looking to do is we're looking to push away from us by driving the hips back, and then we're going to move our hips forwards, making sure that we squeeze the bottom as we come all the way to the front. So pushing away, and then coming all the way up, squeezing the bottom as we open up. Pushing away, and then coming up, squeezing up. Great, excellent. So there's our three mobility exercises working in all three planes, front to back, side to side, and rotation. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start to switch on our stabilizing muscles. So we're going to do that through our balance reaches. So with a balance reach, what we want to make sure again that we're standing just over shoulder width. We're going to put our weight into the left leg, and then we're going to start reaching with the right. As we're reaching with the right, we want to make sure that we're keeping our weight into the left heel. So we're reaching forwards and then reaching backwards. Reaching forwards and then reaching back. So we start with a slow tempo. Make sure that the knee's tracking forwards along with the line of the toes, the second and third toe, and then we're going to start to speed up that movement. Going front to back. Great, switching to the other side. Again, so reaching forwards, reaching back. We want to make sure the hips stay nice and level. Reach forwards and reach back. Great, and then speeding up that movement again. Great, so we've looked at front to back. Now we want to look at side to side. So with a side to side movement, we're going to bring the right leg across, then out to the side. Again, keeping the knees soft on the left side and reaching across. Keeping the hands on the hips, again, so that we don't drop through the hips. Moving side to side. Good, and then speeding up that movement. Moving across to the other side, same thing. So soft in the right knee, and then we're going to reach side to side. Good, and speeding up that movement again. So we want to keep the repetitions to around about 8 on each side. And now we want to bring our rotation in. So with our rotation, it's like we're drawing a circle or a half circle with the toe. So imagine you've got a pencil on your big right toe as we turn in. We start with a small circle and then gradually start to increase the size of that circle. Great, swapping to the other side. So starting with a small circle and then gradually start to increase the size of that circle that we're drawing with the left toe this time. Turning the hips in, turning the hips out. Great, okay, so we've done our movement preparation now to switch on our stabilizing muscles. Now we're going to look at some stepping reaches. So our stepping reaches is a lunge basically. So we're going to step forwards with the right foot, plant the heel down, drive the left arm across. Coming back, stepping with the right. So we're alternating, drive the right hand across. So left hand and then right. Staying very upright as we drive across. Excellent. So again, about 8 repetitions on each side. Now we're going to go side to side. So as we step side to side, what we've got to make sure is as we step that we're shifting our weight over the heel as we step side to side. The trailing leg stays straight. So keeping the trailing leg straight, moving side to side. Great work. Now we want to bring our transverse in. So we're literally going to step behind us at these ankles behind us posteriorly. So we're stepping behind us, again shifting side to side, keeping that trailing leg straight as we shift. Awesome, great work. So we've done our stepping reaches now, and now what we want to do is to bring in our squat matrix. So sounds pretty fancy, but squat matrix just means that we're going to move the position, the feet in different positions to utilize the different planes. So as we talked about, front to back, side to side, and then transverse, our rotation. So we're starting with the feet facing forwards. What we want to make sure, stay nice and upright. We're going to use 2 hands, so bilateral driving of the hands as we sit down into our squats. As we sit down, what we want to make sure is that the torso stays nice and upright as we're sitting into our squat. Great, and then what we do, we're going to take the feet out, turn the toes out, and keep squatting into a wide squat position. Again, doing 8. So squatting outside, great. Now we're going to bring the feet into a narrow stance, and again, keeping our squat. We've got to make sure that our knees track the line of the second and third toe as we're squatting. Good, now what we're going to do is shift the right leg back and sitting weight into the right heel. And then we're going to shift the right foot forwards and continue with our reaches. So there we have our basic program to take with you whilst you're out walking or taking it into the corporate environment. It's a great little program to get started with. It will help you switch all the stabilizing muscles on, particularly the core and the external rotators of the hip. Also as well, what it will help you to do as well is to stay really mobile.